Hey guys, I've come to plant out some seeds. Um, these are nothing fancy. It's just some marigold seeds. And you know my marigold that I had, the one that I bought last year, it was called Yellow Boy. So I still have the tag, and I'm gonna put some seeds here and plant that. I think it should be fine to plant now, and I'm gonna leave it out here. Marigolds are actually some of the easiest things to propagate. But I hope mine propagates fine as well. Sometimes when you say they're easy, they don't work. So I'm just to throw those. I don't know if that's too deep. Yeah, I got too many seeds here. Anyway, I'm gonna put some here in this container, and I'm gonna put some. I'm gonna sow some seeds directly into the ground in the garden, so they can just germinate there. Right. Let me just put a few. There's too many. I don't know how many plants I'll get. So, and the ones that I'm going to sow, I'll show you. I'm going to sow them. I'm just going to sprinkle them in the ground. I have that space now next to where I took out that maple, the Japanese maple, the weeping Japanese maple. So there's quite a bit of space there, and I'm so excited to plant stuff there. So this is it's also a marigold, and it's supposed to be a white marigold. These seeds are so precious. My brother-in-law gave me these, so I don't know. I won't plant everything because he just gave me a few, and I want them to germinate. So I'll just put few. So if this doesn't grow, I still have some backup seeds. You can see how few there. I didn't make labels. How many? Let's see, 1, 2. That's 4 there. Let's try one more, 5. Because it's still August now anyway, and I'm just worried it might be cold. Oops. Yeah, I'll keep this and wait, and I might plant it later in the season. Oh, let me keep it back in its proper space. Right, today it's going in, and I'm gonna leave it out here in the exposed space outside. Let me just water it. Okay, that should do. And when I planted this violas and this bulbs, I threw some alyssum seeds in here. What is that? That is a bud! Oh my god! Oh my! I'm so excited! Oh my god! Oh, there's another one here. Oh, oh. Anyway, oh my god, there's another one too. So that's the anemone. You can see that purple tinge there in that bud. Oh. But what I was gonna do is actually remove these alyssum, because I put these seeds on top, and all these alyssum seeds, all these little things are the sweet alyssum that sprouted up in here amongst these bulbs. But I was going to remove the alyssum because as you can see how congested it is. I just threw everything in here. And now I was going to take out the alyssum, and I was wondering about these anemones, if they are too close or whether I should separate them. But now they got their buds, so I'm scared. I don't know. If anyone has planted these, there's another one, anemones, you must let me know. Can I transplant them? I don't know whether I should I was going to take out some to just thin up the space, because see, I've got these other bulbs in here, this garlic and this snowflakes. Oh, I'm so excited. It's August now, so it's getting ready for spring. Oh, that's so exciting. That is such a small one though. Like, where's the leaves? That's all. That plant, and it's got a bud. But these ones are so tall, and they don't have any buds. Maybe I should take these ones out and give them their own space. Well, that's good news that it's growing. But anyway, I was gonna take out these alyssums from all over here as well and plant them in the ground. That space that I got here now by this maple. Let me show you this extra planting space, which is so exciting. Oh, what is that? A bee? Oh. Anyway, there's the. So I put some soil here. There was a hole here from the Japanese maple. So I just put a bag of soil and I can start planting. Let me see. Oh, so big space. Yeah, let's look. Yeah, I was gonna put some of the alyssum there in front of this ginkgo, and yeah, I level this out a little bit. Oh, that's too close there. Anyway, what should I do here? Make a mound here. Yeah, the soil will settle, I suppose. Right, so I'm going to plant there. So I'll take out the ones that are quite big. These alyssum, they should be fine to be transplanted. Maybe I can put one of those anemone poppy bulbs in here, in between these violas. How many have I got there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Uh, eight. Okay, so I think 8 should be okay for now, and then let's see how it go after. So there's quite a bit of space here, and if I put these alyssum. Don't know, maybe I should. Ouch. Let me put this camera down. Yeah, I need to think about how it's gonna look. I want to plant some marigolds as well there, and the marigolds will get bigger than the alyssum, but now they're like nothing because they're just seeds. So let me yeah, oh, I don't know. Let me look at, let me show you some other. Oh, maybe I should put these yellow sedum in front there. Yeah. Okay, let's pull it out. Pull it out. I'll pull it out from all over. See, I've got them in every corner. Yeah, I might do that just for now. Oh goodness. Oh, I'm so undecided. Anyway, it's so exciting to plant, and that's what's the fun part of it. Yeah, I want to show you this. Oh my god, this tree. Right, I propagated some crassula dubia here in May. I think I put them out and I cut them up. I had it up there in the vertical planter. I cut up that plant because it was looking so terrible and it needed to be refreshed. So I propagated these pieces here. And look how good they've all caught on. So I might take some of these and alternate it with the yellow that Adelphi sedum, and then put the alyssum in between. That sounds like a plan. Let me go and pull out some of those sedums. All right, okay. Let's see how this is gonna look. I know these birds are gonna come. They're already watching me. Oh, that's bad positioning. Let me just move the camera. I hope that's better. After I plant, I'll show you what it looks like. I need to maybe space this out a bit more. Okay, it's just not looking right. Okay, let's put it in the ground because these alyssums look like they want to dry out. Need to water them. Oh, they look like they're ready to flower as well. I envisaged these things in my mind and I think it's gonna be so good. When I get out here, I'm confused. Okay, let's look at this. Right, there we go. So the sun is obviously on the spot, but I tried to get something going with the Adelphi sedum, yellow, and then those crassula dubias, that's green, and then on this side, in between, are the alyssum. So hopefully, what I'm hoping for is for those white flowers to sprout out. I don't know if this will get yellow or much more yellow in. I'm supposed to put the marigold. Yeah, I don't know if it'll get more yellow as over the last this over August. If it does, or in that first month of spring, it'll be so pretty. Then it'll be that blue green, the green, the yellow, and the white flowers. And I was going to put the marigold, so maybe I'll do throw a whole heap of seeds there at the back. Yeah, oh, the seeds are right here. Yeah, I can do that. Make a row here. Oh, let me show you. A row here. Take out some soil. Don't want it too deep. This will be bright yellow, and that'll be so lovely if it all catches on. Yeah, that will be so lovely. Get inside there against this backdrop of all this, and then yeah, let me water it in. Yes, so exciting! I can't wait for them to grow. Yeah, so that looks like a nice patch there. You know, I can change it anytime. That's the beauty of planting is if you don't like anything, you can just change it up again. And I want to neaten up this front portion. Oh, what can I plant there? Yeah, I might do a whole heap of that purple delights here. So completely different color. Okay, I can hang on those. Let me see if I can move my bulb. Let me do some research and see if I can move the bulb. Look at these weeds. Anyway, that's that, and I'm so excited I got to do that. That's so much fun. Let me cut all these blooms. You can see these aphids are here already. Goodness, they just wait to eat all this tender. Yeah, I need to take this out. This is like out of place here now. Shove it somewhere. The rest of them here. Put some soil. No, not enough soil there. One last thing I want to do is I want to propagate this. It's also a crassula. It's called crassula surprise party, and you can see it's looking. What's going on? Those birds there, they're fighting. Yeah, you can see it's looking terrible, and this is how that crassula dubia also looked and that's why I cut it up. So I'm going to cut this up and just put it somewhere there as well. Let it grow. Let me cut a few branches. Oh, it's looking terrible. You can see it's gone so woody. Needs a refresh, and it's got this rust. Looks terrible. Oh, let me show you. It looks terrible. I just hope it refreshes properly. Oh gosh. Oh yes, you can see I did propagate a piece of it here. You can see it's caught on, but these look so bad. I might put it here in that space where I pulled out these other crassula dubias. Not enough soil here. Yeah, it should get such pretty flowers. So if they all catch on, it'll be pretty nice, healthy plants. I'll just shove them in here. Oh, see. Yeah, it should be fine. Doesn't look like much now, but once it grows, it'll look good. There, all done. So this whole patch will grow, and there'll be so many plants. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, and then I still got these to move. Well, I was gonna show you actually this plant here, or this crassula dubia that I propagated here in the front yard. You can see how small these leaves are. You can see how they look, right? But as I mentioned, plants in the backyard, when I plant them at the back, they just double their size. So let me just go and show you that. I propagated this the same time as the ones in the front, but look at the size of this. Oh, look how huge it is. It's massive compared to the ones in the front. Alright, so at least I pulled out the weeds. So all that weeds that were here is now out. Oops. And I pulled out that puntia. And all those ice plant that was there, I moved it here. Because I've got this patch here of the same ice plant. So I planted those little propagation that I pulled out over there, so it fills that spot, and then it'll match, have some order there. Oh, it looks so colorful in this evening light. Oh, let me go back and get a better view. Ah, that looks so lovely. So much of color in winter. Let me take a photo quickly. You know, I can't stop looking at the garden. That's why I take lots of photos. And when I'm not in the garden, I'm inside the house looking at pictures of the garden. So yeah, so let me just show you my what's this? Let me show you. Oh, I need to bring that up here. Okay, I'll take that and throw that just now. But I want to show you my violas in the afternoon light, and look how much of how much it's opened up in the last few days. So you can see that, what's it? What was it? The anemone poppy is the first bud that I found that is opened up. And look how purple it is, how pretty. And I meant to say that I didn't even realize, like, I planted these in May and now it's August, but I mean, we are in winter here in Australia. And I planted all these for winter or early spring color, but these violas are for winter color. And I thought, oh, it'll be so lovely with my bare maple tree, and then these flowers will be here. And let me go to the other side because that's where I love to admire it from. There. And these violas, they are so pretty. I mean, they're not anything fancy, but it's called a popcorn, viola popcorn. Look how cute it is. It's got that little bit of buttery yellow in the center and just white. And it's a bigger flower actually for the viola because violas are not usually so big. Oh, my shadow. Okay. But look, I mean, and I didn't even realize it that we already in winter. I've been doing so much of winter prep, and now we're in the last month of winter. And what did I expect? I kept checking, was that growing? It's growing and it's growing. And yes, it did grow because it's been so many months. And that's all the winter color for this cold wintry days. And I'm so excited that when I drive past and I come to park, I look how it's so lovely. That white is so pretty. And then when all of these open, so we're just weeks away from spring and everything's ready. So when that all blooms, it'll be so pretty. Right. Just admire that, so pretty. This white is so lovely. Climbing over these rocks. Right. So at least that looks much neater. All the weeds are out. And I try to push up some of the rocks there. And yeah, that looks so much better. And neater, at least I got rid of that weeds. They were just taking over this entire patch here. Oh, let me show you my violas here that I cut up. And look, they started to bloom again. And this purple one that's blooming here, I cut that too. It was all smothered, you couldn't see that. But look at this side, because this one gets the sun hitting on it. So it's so lovely. So that haircut was well worth it. And it pushed out growth. Oh, and look at this purple one on this side as well. Now it's starting to put out some flowers. But there, that was anyway for autumn. I potted up these pots, right? So autumn came and went, and then it grew mostly in winter. And yeah, so at least we had this bright yellow. It's such a beautiful yellow. Yeah, next time I won't arrange these flowers like this. I'll put them all in the front where they can get the same amount of sun. Or maybe I need to swap the pots each time, rotate them, because you can see how much flowers that one's got. And this one's got so few after that haircut. Alright, let me just pack everything away. And I'm done.